Опа. Нет, вы просто противнейшее. Внимание! Прочитайте перед началом игры лишь значительный процент имеют предположенных приступом эпилепсии под воздействием мелькающих изображений или вспышек света. Определенные изображения я не успела прочитать. Что ты тут лезешь своей маленькой повой? Та-дам! Подготовка шейдеров нет, блин. Подготовка кринжа. Хогвартс, наследие, нажмите кнопку нажала. Я уже не помню, что на чем остановилась. Мы дракона хотели приютить. Вот на чем я остановилась. Фу, меня тошнит утро. Почему я одета как бомжи? Ладно, не суть. Карта Хогвартс. Вот сюда. Хотя я душе не знаю, куда нам.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
So frustrating.
Revelio.
Вот.
Here. Oh, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Так, уже. Давайте почитаем, что у нас по заданию. Ладно, давайте вот это выберем по факту. Да.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little
Mother!
gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating.
Кур frustrating.
She never listens
Вообще
to me.
полная.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is
Little gazelle.
specific to me. I am the
Люблю, когда кого-то
unusual
газелью
creature in
называют. Как часто
Hogsmeade,
вас
she
газелью
mentions.
называют? Ты причем?
Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Классно, она в газель превращается.
Now the nickname makes
Прикольно.
sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Понятно. Ничего полезного. Господи, кто вообще по лестницам поднимается во время... Что? Вот и что вот это? Ладно. Фиг с вами. О, пошли пошляемся. Прикольно. Тут еще задавалка. IQ мой любимый. О, моя любимая загадка. Точняк, надо каждый раз попытаться открыть дверь. Блин, пропустила 2. Ёпарася, давай аккуратнее. Короче, заново. Ты какой-то молодец, рукожоп. Хорошо. Сейчас это... Да нет. Вот так. Нет. Стой. Прекрасно, я справилась. Я люблю эти загадки. Мне нравится их решать. Я прям чувствую вайб загадок. Каждый раз смотрю и думаю, господи. А в чем смысл этой... Тут один сундук, серьезно? Ноль. 2, 3. Ну, допустим, 9. Ой, книжки упали. Неважно.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio.
Опа. Инвазиабле.
Incendio. Revelio.
Прекрасно. Опа.
Accio.
Что-то. Прекрасно. Кайф. Целых 3 камня нашла. Когда-нибудь я выполню это задание. Ну, не в этой жизни, видимо. Боже, сколько же здесь заданий? Я в шоке, дурдом. Можно паничку словить. Мне нужно больше полюй камней. Кто вообще так камни называет? Полюй камни.
Revelio.
Кайф. Опа. Наступил момент для этой двери. Только эту дверь будет сложновато открыть, придется каждый раз бегать. Ну да, с этой дверью это будет hard work. Вообще, давайте ради приличия менять эти. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 1 Ладно, пошли дальше. Поменяем второй раз. Так-то легче вот так вот сделать. Окей. Гидра. Не, по факту я лучше буду угадать, чем додумаюсь, как я это сделать. Как я это сделать, как я это сделаю. Ну вот. Не так много. Пришлось потратить времени. Всего лишь пришлось потратить пару...
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Вот не зря она сказала про это вот тут. Вот. Значит, где-то вот здесь вот есть эти всратые камни. Так, 3.
Revelio.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Что за это?
Alohomora.
Моя любимая загадка. Алахамора работает, как всегда, прекрасно. Что вы мне делаете? Придется использовать свое любимое заклинание. Меня смущает то стекло, которое там находится. Тут даже двери нету. Опа.
Alohomora.
Алхамора.
Revelio.
Warms my heart to see your interest in herbology, dare I say. Blossom.
У нас вроде есть задание с мисс Уизли. Ну, я не удивлена. Взять 4-й, нормально. Давайте выполним.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Yes, the transformation spell. But first, I'd like you to carry out a couple of tasks, which will help you to complete your field guide.
Прикольное задание,
Attend
чтобы
my
выполнить задание.
transfiguration class
Гениально.
once you've done them, and we can begin the lesson.
Знаете, я люблю Лили Хогвартс Легаси. Мне нравится. Прям чувствую вайб. Люблю страницу такой подземной гавани. Да. Ой, не... Оказывается, есть маленькое что-то. Что-то маленькое. И искать плитки. Камни, это, конечно, весело, но не для меня.
Revelio.
Еще такое же спортивное задание. Я не хочу его решать. Мне не нравится. Опа. Подземная гавань. Нам туда надо. Чисто лифт. Ого,
So
как
this is the
красиво.
underground harbour.
Что, мне надо плыть, что ли?
Revelio.
Опа. Меня манит твоя манит, только не люблю. Меня манит запах дорогих сундуков. Бери страницу коллекции. Библиотеки. Ну, секунду, до библиотеки у нас есть еще вот этот сундук. Опа. Меня манит. Твоя манит. Не по факту красивый. Я хочу пошляться еще немножко. Серьезно, просто место, которое приведет нас к выходу. О май гад, что могло быть хуже? Это... Ну ладно, место, которое бы никуда не привело, просто тупик. А так, тут какое-то здание, которое меня очень сильно интересует. И меня любопытство дергает за усики, поэтому давайте пойдем туда. Мне еще эти ступеньки манят. Манят так манят, как говорится. Это меня манит твои маны, только не люблю. А потом такие, бан за авторские права. Плыви, дорогая моя, плыви. Еще задание. Мне кажется, у меня... так я не научилась плавать. А тебе надо, Зай? Тебе оно не надо. Ой! Загорись. Опа. Ладно, давайте поговорим с ним. Почему он плавать не научился?
Going for a swim.
Goodness, no. Though I'm beginning to think I really should learn how to swim. Can't very well be liaison to the mer people if I don't know how to swim.
You're a liaison to the mer people.
Well, not technically, no. At least not yet. The position doesn't actually exist at the moment, but I have a plan to change that. I'm Nerida, by the way. Nerida Roberts. We didn't officially meet, but we duelled in the Crossed Wands Club.
Yes, of course. Good to see you again.
And you.
You seem quite interested in mer people.
I am. And they're as misunderstood and disregarded by wizard kind as goblins and centaurs are. I feel that if goblins and centaurs have liaison officers at the ministry, then the mer people should have one too.
I'm impressed. I think reaching out to the mer people is a grand idea.
You do? Oh, thank you. Of course I haven't exactly done anything just yet. I presented them with a gift a few weeks ago, and they wanted to leave me one as well, in one of their caves. Reciprocity and an offer to visit. I tried telling them I couldn't swim, but I'm afraid that bit got lost in translation. Mermish really is tricky.
Well, I can swim and could help you if you'd like.
You'd really do that? Oh, thank you! Thank you, thank you! The last thing I want is for them to think I shunned their gift. Diplomacy is a delicate dance. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can dive down to their cave from just there in the water. I can't wait to hear about what you find. One day soon I'll see for myself.
Класс, давайте выполним, пока шляемся тут. По-любому рядом. По-любому хоть нету карты. То как сдадут задание по карте найти себе место, это вообще, это не для меня. Я чувствую вайб. Нет для меня. Нырни. Ну хоть рада, что нырять надо не с управлением. Прекрасно. Искать Люмиус надо. Люмиус. Люмиус.
Incendio, Lumos, Revelio.
Здравствуйте.
Incendio. Now then, I'll need you to come with me. Incendio, Lumos. Now for the rest of you. Revelio. Lumos.
Ты выпрыгнешь?
Revelio.
Что скажете, что я сломала загадку? Вообще будет грустно. Ну и где эта бабочка? Что, серьезно? Не, я же знала, что я рукожоп, но не настолько, чтобы сломать целый. Ладно, давайте нырнем обратно и вынырнем. Ну, кто ж знал, что я сумею сломать игру? Не, по факту. Только я так на такое способна. Их же было 3. Ну, тут сейчас по факту окажется.
Lumos. Lumos.
Нет слов, только я так могу. Было 3 бабочки, стала 1.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Не, мне кажется, это издевательство. Только я могу сломать игру. Не, ну по факту. Ладно, хорошо. Давайте выйдем из игры и зайдем обратно. Может, это забагалось, но по факту это реально кринги. Кринжа, кринжовая. Ах, девочки.
The rest of you. Revelio. Lumos. What do we have in here then? Merida will be happy about this. Your gift from the Mer people was exactly where they said it would be.
Oh, that's wonderful news. I was so worried I'd left it too long and they'd seen it as a slight. Our relationship with them is already so tenuous.
Извиняюсь.
Then I'm glad we helped to foster some healthy
Здравствуйте.
diplomatic
Что
relations.
решила свою показать?
Merlin's
О,
beard.
маленькая
It's
девочка.
marvelous. I'm going to show it to everyone, including the ministry. Should I hand deliver it or send by owl? Thank you again so much. You may have just helped improve relations between wizard kind and mer people for decades to come. I can't wait to study this.
Прекрасно, мне дали награду. Я счастлива. I'm so happy. Голос сел. Иногда у меня ощущение, что у меня голос сломается. И я к 30 годам буду примерно вот так разговаривать. Книги по обезьяну. Моя любимая, я так люблю лестницы, вы бы знали. Прям каждый раз сижу и думаю, вот бы по лестницам подняться. Меня даже в игре лестницы бесят. А я в жизни вообще ненавижу лестницы. Это просто... Помню этот колокольчик.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Побежали по лестничкам в библиотеку.
Revelio.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
Я ж люблю отвечать на вопросы.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Окей, Google. Вы что, думаете, я что, умная? Какое волшебное существо участвовало в Квиддиче до изобретения золотого снитча? Золотой снитчет.
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done!
Прекрасно,
Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct! According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The Quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
Тут целых 3 раунда, господи.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
The Wizards' Council.
That's correct. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation
Я
of
лучше
the
сразу себе
International
ответить,
Section
чтобы она
of
мне потом
Wizarding
не капала на
Secrecy,
мозг.
which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
Пераудский.
The Peruvian Viper Tooth.
Brilliant! Though the viper tooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its
Прекрасно.
venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Эгнест. Из Вудкрафта.
Hengist of Woodcroft.
That's right! It is believed that Hengist used the 3 broomsticks inn as his home. The hide behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
И вы не подумайте, что я даже не пытаюсь угадать.
Yes.
Просто легче
While the
ответить
hide behind
все
has the
правильно,
power
чтобы
of
потом не было
invisibility,
еще
those
50
who have seen
попыток.
it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a lethifold?
The Patronus Charm.
Well done. The only known survivor of a lethifold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Gamp.
That's it. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is
Уже
that
она
food
меня
cannot be
забрала.
conjured, though it can be
Я
summoned.
таких зубрил
What does the
ненавижу.
Hogwarts motto translate to?
Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Correct. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco dormiens nunquam titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
The Rune's Paw.
That's right. According to Parselmouths, each of the rune's paws 3
Я
heads
устала
serves a
отвечать на
different
вопрос.
function.
Мне уже
The
плохо,
left
а
head
она
is the
такая
planner,
душнила.
the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
Mount Greylock.
Well done! The American school was founded in the 17th century by Isolde and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Amortentia.
That's the answer. Amortentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Give me your worst.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for
У
knowledge.
меня такая тяга
Emmerich
к
the
знаниям
Evil was
охренеть.
killed in a duel against whom?
Egbert the Egregious.
That's right. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages, when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Пропихивание.
Haversacking.
That's right. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when 2 chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a third chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Bad luck.
Correct. Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
Mimbless Mimbletonia.
Correct.
Мимблес,
The mimbleless
мимблтони.
Mimbletonia
Прекрасно.
plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The pepper up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
Linfred of Stinchcombe.
Very good. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Linfred's previous work to create the pepper up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
A single
Капучку.
slipper.
That's correct. The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
North America.
That's right. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Sir Luckless.
Correct! The three witches in the story are named Asher, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's
Ура, мы
existence. Who was
закончили.
the first Minister for Magic?
Ulick Gamp.
Yes. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. It's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge. I'm frankly astonished by how well you did. You have a talent for trivia.
Да,
Thank
Google
you for
тоже
humoring me by
классный.
participating. I had a splendid time. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Прекрасно, мне дали зелье. Я рада. И я избавилась от душнил. Я еще больше рада, мой гад. Прекрасно, я ненавижу душнил. У меня душнилья ненависть. Это болезнь такая. Когда ненавидишь душнил, а игра тебе их кидает.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school
Ну,
for
мне
some
кажется,
obvious
разговорит.
gobstones.
Значит, здесь есть
Revelio.
вот эта вот штука где-то. Я не особо внимательная. Может, тап 3? И наверх? Где-то наверху прям. Но мы в воздухе не можем использовать. Заклинание.
Revelio.
Камни. Кто вообще такой? Опа.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's
Вот оно.
gobstones.
Ой, стоять. Б. Чё, его не видно, ладно. 3.
Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Прекрасно. Мы еще один камень нашли.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating.
Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Форматура.
Beautifully done.
Классно, великолепная работа. На чем можно использовать? Я хочу использовать, а мне не на чем.
You
Грустно.
wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula. Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Not at all. I was, intrigued by stories of a giant squid and wanted to learn more. I encountered Scrope, who seemed delighted to share what he knew.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Даниэль, привет. Как дела? Прекрасно, я умею бочку превращать. О май гад, какое полезное умение. Просто полезность.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
Я сейчас на уроке, поэтому ничего не слышу.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
Та-та-та-та. Господи, еще лучше. Ну, допустим, давай с тобой поговорим. Ладно, мне кажется, давайте возьмем одно задание вот такое вот. По-любому здесь надо пошляться, так что можно идти сюда.
Is everything all right?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm Nellie, by the way. I'm just so excited that the Daedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumour is that a former headmistress, Professor Mole, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope
Я не
you do.
брала задание.
In fact, I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower. You should listen for them. I hope you follow a few keys at least.
Ну, допустим.
In a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find.
Персик, телефонка. Ту-ту, ту-ту, ту-ту-ту-ту-ту. Мне кажется, мне нужно вот это задание. И тут какой-нибудь Левиоса вот сюда. По крайней мере, пускай будет.
A Daedalian key. Wonder where it might lead me. Revelio.
Как бы тебе помочь? Кто же мне скажет?
There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there?
Ёпрст. Ну, и чё, как с тобой поговорить?
That's it.
Господи, прихлопни.
An old coin. Perhaps Nellie knows what it means.
Гениально. Мне еще тут не хватало прихлопывать ключи. Обалдеть, какая полезная все-таки информация. Ту-ру-ту-ту. Ту-ту-ту-ту. Ту-ту-ту.
If it isn't the treasure hunter. Still can't believe you found that old...
Ту-ру-ту-ту. Ту-ру-ту-ту. У меня голова болит. Господи.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Она не зря это сказала.
Revelio.
Ну, по факту же, она же не может мне говорить эту фразу, только когда мы были у этого места уже.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Он уже светится, а глаз болит. Моргнуть не могу.
Revelio. Nakamura.
Anna's getting worse.
Revelio.
Chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her. I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
I have some promising...
Guardian Leviosa.
Where to return her, you know what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
Uniform. It was brilliant solving those old treasure maps.
Прекрасненько.
Revelio.
If I could have a moment of your time.
Нет, нельзя. Забудь про меня. Я... Ах, нога.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Dark arts should stick to fighting amongst themselves, if you ask me.
Not much of the dark arts.
First they're teaching students jinxes. Next thing you know, it's unforgivable curses. Hasn't been anyone as bad as Barnabas Devil in a while, has there?
You don't ever want to find yourself in the pocket of one who knows the Cruciatus curse.
Hollydew's new ends from moving away from today's young, you know.
Я извиняюсь.
Oh, now, don't be stingy.
Likely she saw her in it.
It's not like her to forget.
Or perhaps Mr. Hill mentioned it to her the last time she was in.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Well done. You certainly know what you were doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg.
Ура. Пошли пошлемся по драконам.
Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and
Прикольно. Я считаю, что нам нужно задание. Ну так, вдруг понадобится.
Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. Yes. Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
Давай ты не будешь на меня смотреть, мне страшно становится, у меня очко сжимается.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays.
Accio.
Accio. That's it. I bet it's the word. I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
Еще или пару нужно. О!
Prepare. Fantastic. She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
Что у нас здесь было? Вот это. Мы незаметны. Мы invisible. Так-то. Ну ты сейчас еще нас грохнет, этот драконих, а мне это не надо.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. Watch your step.
Pity. She must have been starved to pick off a graphorn.
Or just raring for a fight.
Quiet. What was that? Well, there's no turning back now. Over here! Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it. Keep at it.
Ugh, she isn't making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm if you ask me.
Вообще, ну так
I don't
рада.
suppose she'd listen to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that. Get to that opening.
Мадам, давай ты не будешь агриться на меня. Мне так-то страшно слышать.
She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there.
Всего лишь пару раз
Why is
хочет
every bridge here
грохнуть.
broken?
В чем ваши проблемы? Как часто вы хотите кого-то грохнуть? Я вот... Драконов.
Good thinking, but she'd still... Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Чё ты на меня орёшь, абьюзерша? Кусь-кусь и ушлепала.
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it. And we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
I was hoping to look around for a moment, if you don't mind. Take it all in.
I suppose we could catch our breath. I wonder how long she lived here, or where she'll go now.
I can't believe any of what just happened.
Still taking it all in?
No, I think I'm ready to leave if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Прикольно. Как приперлись, так и уйдем. Кайф. А дракона мне дадите, я так-то пока полетать хочу.
How could I have been so blind?
I could use some gold.
Revelio. Alohomora.
Лепит солнышко.
Revelio.
Ладно, заперто так заперто.
Revelio.
Мне нужно это всрата, вот обезьянки вот эти сратые.
You're worrying far too much. Nobody's looking at you.
Before you ask,
Why did you buy me a second pair? I hate these socks.
Revelio.
I'd rather have no socks than be dancing like this.
You're not dancing, you're exercising.
Father, why is he dancing?
See? And you'd said the charms come out in the wash, but it hasn't.
Someone's so dramatic.
Has he been cursed?
Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Hey, you're starting to cause a scene.
Papa, can we really wash charms out of things?
Don't be absurd. You won't be disappointed. That's a glad rags promise. If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Revelio.
He'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
Мое любопытство зашкаливает. Я хочу всратых обезьян.
Alohomora. Revelio.
Ничего нет, серьезно.
What will I do without her?
I could use some gold.
This is the life. Answering to no
Go
one.
again. Come and listen.
Revelio.
I have got bubbles all
No.
What?
We always get to have all the fun. Or rather, they ruin our fun.
Mine now, demiguys.
Ветерочек, взаимно. Хорошего настроения. И хорошего тебе дня.
Alohomora.
Пирог. Хорошего тебе настроения.
Revelio. Here.
Staggering, even with magic.
Господи, этих обезьянок. Сколько еще надо этих обезьянок? Мысли, так-то я их 9 нашла. Меня бесит это задание. Да бог с ним. Солнышко слепит. Аж мигрень начинается. Да, одна шляпа лучше второй. Это вообще, это отдельно. Это аж для шута какого-то. Понял, что у нас еще... рукоятка. Ладно. Уже идем с Поппи поговорить. Господи, меня сейчас слепит от солнца. Отвечаю. Секунду. Меня прям бесит. Сейчас, минуту. Я сюда, я верну. Вернулась, по факту же. Что, не ожидали? Все здесь бывает. И огорчение, и перечение, и мучение, и прыжок. Ауф. Поппи, Поппа, иди сюда. Перфект.
Oh, good, you're safe.
Да, я в безопасности, Наташа.
You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies, others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs, they'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Ладно, посидите к мистеру Себастьян Империо. О май гад. Ладно, пошли ты к Себастьяну. Опять в твою силу, Зай. Ему кажется, ты собрался с ним.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
Hello, Sebastian.
You're here.
Sebastian.
Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't, I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies...
А то сейчас выйдет какой-то водокидабра, и получится, что я в итоге очень плохо справилась. Окей, катакомбы там. Кринги. Убоимец.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Spiders aren't insects.
Don't start. We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio.
This room is taller than it looks.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo.
А там что? Понятно. Нам не туда.
Finding a chest in an
Ну
inconspicuous
да,
lock.
целый сундук.
Brilliant.
Хорош.
Accio. Confringo. Incendio. Crucio. Accio. Confringo. Incendio. Incendio. Accio.
Что-то я запуталась.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Accio. Incendio. Incendio.
We've rid the world of all this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems, often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though. Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a
Confringo.
fine throne. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar. Accio.
Ну, персик.
Accio. Confringo.
Что ты все равняешь?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Pulsar.
Господи.
Accio.
Did you hear that?
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
What did you find?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. I have the report if you want to have a look. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or, in this case, no bone. Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
You've done it! I knew we'd
Конечно.
get through. I felt it in my bones. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries.
Да.
Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. Here we go. Something trouble.
Incendio!
Fringo!
Imperium!
Bingo!
Accio!
That spell got my attention.
Accio!
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of me.
I try.
Confringo!
Imperium! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Incendio! Incendio!
Fringo! Fringo!
Incendio!
Leviosa! Divindo!
Accio! Accio! Imperium! Incendio!
Dindo!
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it? Incendio! Accio!
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Так. Окей, и туда нам тоже. Ага, ну допустим, давай проверим. Теперь вот этот знак.
That worked. Keep going.
Окей, допустим. Какая тут еще дверь есть? Вот это, вот этот знак. Опять. И вот этот. Допустим, вот этот знак есть. И вот этот. Картонка
You are
расклеилась.
head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Секунду, там картонка расклеилась, меня ослепло. Радует солнышко. Цветы. Я вернулась. Я вернулась. Не запомнилась. Извиняюсь. Так, мы так-то не все двери вроде бы открыли. Да, мы не открыли вот эту. И что там еще? Ну, чему надо было удивляться? Не знаю.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Never end. Incendio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Sebastian, the relic! Look!
Could it be?
Revelio.
Извиняюсь.
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
Нет. Там
Ominous.
Себастьян. Ой,
Ominous.
Ominous.
The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine. But Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way, come on.
Выбраться. Извиняюсь, у меня плохо с с ориентированием по местности.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word. Revelio.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I did want to worry him all over again.
Извиняюсь, ладно, я поняла. Да подожди ты.
Lumos. Lumos. Here, Lumos. Accio, Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Lumos. Accio, Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos, Rickety Bone Bridge complete. Lumos. Accio. Lumos.
Как выйти из этого говна? Не туда. Наконец-то. Не прошло и 3 лет.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Lumos. Accio. Lumos.
Может, это превратить надо? Либо толкнуть, либо вот так.
Lumos. Depulso. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
Ладно, насрать. Я по-любому не знаю, что с этим камнем делать.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble.
Испытываю какие-то траблы. Нужно сразу подготовиться.
Let's hurry.
Слушай, иди сюда.
We have to fight.
Postponing me is
I'm
To the right!
You'll not win here. We've got them. They'll retreat. We'll make them.
You're making this too easy.
Stay back! Keep out of the way!
There's nowhere to go. We have to fight.
Keep out of sword's reach!
Incendio!
Leviosa!
Нет.
Imperium!
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Ну что, пошлите взять дядюшка, говнянюшка. О, там сундук стоять. У меня камера аж включилась. Стоять. Это interesting. Ну что, стоять. Оно с другой стороны. Это важно, дядя. Сначала сундук, потом ты. Все, теперь ты важнее. Ну и тут еще сундук. Вас минимально эти сундуки, как они в себя меня манят. Запах сундуков. Ой, ну иди в шопу. Ну ладно.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately.
Боже, он тварь.
Why, Sebastian?
Нет. Ну, какая красота. Не буду я эту маску носить, чё. Это вообще шапка клоуна. Идемте в комнату. Я сказала. В чем моя непонятка? Карта Хогвартса. Скрытые комнаты.
Spare a moment. Deke has an idea to share with you.
Секунду, Дик.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Repulsor!
Поигрались, давайте поехали наверх к вторым друзьям. Hello. Здравствуйте, пацаны. Чё, почем? Что почем? Уф, какие мы красотки. Покушайте.
Wingardium Leviosa. Repulsor. Wingardium Leviosa.
Где наша павличиха? Павлиниха. Куда забежал? А, вот она летает. Павлиниха. Ну все, ББ.
Deke would like to speak with you when you have a moment.
Hello, Deke. You wanted to talk to me?
Indeed. Deke thought you might want to learn how to build a breeding pen so that you can breed beasts.
That sounds a very good idea.
Rescuing and breeding beasts go hand in hand. Young beasts are particularly vulnerable to poachers. Breeding beasts here in the room will allow us to keep the younger ones safe.
I see. And what do I need to do?
First, bring a pair of beasts to the room. One male, one female. Deke suggests rescuing thestrals, as they're at great risk from poachers. Noble creatures, but their relationship with death gives them a bad reputation. They're prized by poachers for their tail hairs.
I've seen thestrals before, but where would I find a pair of them nearby?
Deke has seen some wild thestrals not too far from the Hogwarts grounds. Then you'll need to purchase a spellcraft for the pen from Tomes and Scrolls and gather the materials it requires. Once you've rescued the thestrals and you have the spellcraft, you come and find Deke.
Ну чё, поехали. Питки.
More cozy than Hogsmeade.
Загон для разведения. Круто, мы еще разводить его будем.
Just let me know if there's something in particular you're looking for.
Now I can conjure a breeding pen in the room. Best get back to Deke with the thestrals.
Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
Ну, сюда надо. Ухо почесалось. Вернулась книгу. Ау.
I've rescued the thestrals and bought the spellcraft for the pen.
Excellent. Now, to breed your thestrals, simply release them into the same vivarium in which you conjure the pen. Then use the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke when you're finished.
I shall. I wonder where I should conjure their pen.
Один загон прекрасно. Ёпарасоте, да эти
Deke never
животные...
grows tired of the room's surprises. We now have the perfect place for those thestrals. Please let Deke know once you've bred them.
I'll look after you.
Это что, надо в животных купить ферстрелов? Их можно же купить, по идее. Косминги опять. Ты не буду их сейчас искать. Чаров эти, что ли? Я лучше куплю их, если они, конечно, продаются. Сейчас скажут, что они не продаются, мне придется все-таки их искать. Ой, я разочаруюсь в этом. Мне будет больно.
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toe-tied.
Тут же нельзя животных купить.
I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Нюхля, пушинка, бупер. Вестрелов. Хорошо. Допустим. Давайте поищем, где тут написано Вестрелов. Окей. Пушинка. Жаба. Лулантенок. Гиппогриф. Хорошо. Жаба. Полтуршайка. Хорошо. Нюхлер. Пушинка. В бупер. А нам что нужно? То что-то на Ф. Фи-фи-фи-фи. Полтуршайка. Это надо открыть все. Угу. Нам что надо? Фестрелов. Фестрелов. Короче, тактика такова. Мы сейчас идем карта мира. Лунтенок. Жаба пурпурная. Пушинка. Я точно все чекнула. Нюхлер. Пушинка. Жаба. Гиппогриф. Жаба. Болтуршайка. Ладно. Поехали вот сюда. Надо будет выйти из космоса, чтобы меня выпустили полетать. Полетать. Я сразу же... Стоять. Я сейчас искать этих пестралов. И что здесь? Где мы сейчас находимся? Вот тут. Тут была метка. Нюхлер, понятно. Нам не нужны нюхлеры. Вот еще что-то. Еще какой-то. Рофлицы, что ли? Ну ладно. Что там? Ладно. Что дальше? Дальше это.
Revelio.
Вы не можете зайти верхом. Что мне помешает идти пешком? Жмыр. Да мне не нужны жмыры, мне ферзь и стрел нужны. Ладно, видимо, подняться мы тоже не можем. Гриф. Жмыры. Нюклеры. Диркон. Окей. Нужно что-то на Ф. Лантенок. Окей. Дракоша. Ушинка. Окей. Нюхля. Ушинка. Волантенок. Гиппогриф. Жаба пурпурная. Таня Мерлина. Серьезно? Там может оказаться что-то, если я сейчас не буду. Жирочек. Эх, кайф. То, что ты окажешься, я не знаю, подохну. Допустим. Жаба, поехали сюда.
You can't imagine.
If I wanted this little excitement, I'd have a job at a bank.
Вот я не хочу гнездо болтуршайки, мне нужны фистрелы какие-то. Нервная система сдаст. Стоять. А что я пролетела? Жабу пурпурную пролетела. Восточная часть. Меня начинает бомбить. Допустим, если они окажутся там, мне хоть нервная система не умрет. А так я умираю. Вот что тут вот мимо проходящее. На что? Лунтёнки. Нафиг мне ваши лунтёнки сдались? Ладно, я обойду, так уж и быть. Кажется, что-то с другой стороны надо ходить. Окей, допустим, какую сторону это надо обходить? Ну да, тут туда я правильно двигаюсь. Это солнце меня выбесило. Чё, ни одного животного? Вроде еще нет кто. Север. Запад. Хорошо. Ну, по факту это солнце меня уже выбесило. Я отвечаю, я сейчас умру. О, господи, всратое солнце. У меня нервная система умирает.
Revelio.
Чаровлите, пурпурная жаба. Вот он, Хогвартс. Лантенок. И по факту мне сейчас нервный срыв случится. От ненаходки этого животного.
It's about time Rookwood took control. He doesn't need Ranrock.
Revelio. Revelio.
Что там? Левиоса, сумка. И Invisible.
Leviosa. I'm not going to hurt you. Professor Howin will never believe this.
Ура! Мы нашли, где эти твари шляются. Ужас. Потратила пол нервной системы. Сейчас окажется, что поймала либо двух мужиков, либо двух женщин. Я вообще не выдержу, у меня нервная система откажет. Ну я же тыкаю Т. Какого хрена ты мне тыкаешь что-то другое? Этот корм для этих гениев. А чё ж спинка? Ну все, давайте. Размножайтесь. Ну все. Вот 10 минут разводится. Ну ладно, разводитесь. Разрешаю, как уж и быть. Так уж и быть. О, не сюда. Пегасиков разведем. Давайте пегасиком разведем. Пегасики. Пегасики, какасики. Мне нравится. Сейчас окажется, это, что это одна и та же баба и мужик, и я буду плакать. Тут у нас, ты у нас мужик. Ну то баба. Да. Мне нравится. Тупо лежит. Прекрасный геймплей. Я также в Hogwarts Legacy играю. Я тебе пока понаблюдайте, я отойду на секунду.